One piece of jewelry, 2 generations, a scandal that shook the British crown to its core. When Princess Diana chose her engagement ring, she had no idea she was setting off a chain of events that would divide the royal family for decades to come. The sapphire that was meant to symbolize love became the source of a secret feud between 2 duchesses. What lies behind the sparkle of precious gems? Why did one daughter-in-law receive the legendary inheritance while the other was left with nothing? And how does a decision made 40 years ago continue to tear apart relationships in the royal family? The real story turns out to be far more complex than you might think. When the heir to the throne decided to propose, he did something no member of the royal family had ever done before. Instead of a pre-selected ring symbolizing power and status, he offered young Diana Spencer the chance to choose her own destiny. Before the 19-year-old girl lay more than 10 magnificent rings from the Garrard Jewelry House catalogue. Each piece was worth a fortune. Each could have been the envy of millions of women worldwide. Diana studied the options carefully. Emeralds, rubies, diamonds of various cuts sparkled in the light of Buckingham Palace chandeliers. But her eyes stopped on one particular ring, a bold piece featuring a 12-carat oval Ceylon sapphire surrounded by 14 brilliant diamonds. Charles was horrified by his bride's choice. The ring seemed too large, too flashy, completely unsuitable for the future Princess of Wales. Vulgar and enormous. That's how he described the jewelry to his inner circle. But what made this ring so special to the young bride? Diana explained her choice simply. The piece reminded her of her mother's engagement ring. Blue gemstones had always drawn her in. They highlighted the color of her eyes and created perfect harmony with her appearance. 18-carat white gold, a Ceylon sapphire of deep blue hue, 14 flawless diamonds. The ring's specifications impressed even experienced jewelers. The piece was crafted in a timeless classic style that would never go out of fashion. An amazing fact, identical rings, only with stones of different sizes and colors, continued to be offered in the Garrard catalogue even after the royal engagement. Any wealthy groom could purchase a similar piece for his chosen one. And then something interesting happened. Diana didn't just love her engagement ring, she began wearing it like a talisman, never taking it off even during the most difficult periods of her life. However, the ring's destiny proved far more complicated than it seemed at that fairy tale engagement moment. Years passed, the royal family experienced highs and lows, and the sapphire ring remained Diana's constant companion. Even when her relationship with Charles completely crumbled and the couple stopped living together, Diana continued wearing the jewelry on her ring finger. Only in 1996, after the official divorce, did the princess remove the ring for the first time in 15 years. This became a symbolic end to an entire era in her life. The next owner would change the jewelry's fate dramatically. After the tragic events of August 31st, 1997 in Paris, the engagement ring was inherited by Charles and Diana's younger son, Prince Harry. The young prince, who lost his mother at 14, carefully treasured his mother's jewelry. He probably hoped to someday give it to his future bride, continuing the family tradition. And then a new heroine enters this story. 14-year-old Prince Harry, having just lost his mother in a car accident, became the owner of one of the world's most recognizable pieces of jewelry. For the teenager grieving his loss, the ring represented something more than just an expensive item. It was a physical connection to his departed mother. The young prince carefully preserved his maternal heritage for many years. In interviews given much later, he admitted to regularly taking the ring from its case and studying the play of light in the sapphire's facets for long periods, remembering his mother's hands and her gentle voice. Harry hoped to someday give this ring to his future bride, continuing the family tradition and preserving Princess Diana's memory. In his mind, the jewelry should become a symbol of generational continuity and a reminder of maternal love. But life had completely different plans. In 2010, his older brother Prince William made a decision that would dramatically change his personal life. After nearly a decade-long relationship with Kate Middleton, he decided to propose. The timing wasn't accidental. William and Kate had spent their university years together at St. Andrews, survived a temporary breakup, reunited, and finally reached that level of maturity where marriage seemed the natural continuation of their love. And here appears a new heroine in this story, a decision that shocked all members of the royal family and turned the younger prince into a model of nobility. Harry, learning of his older brother's intentions, made a gesture that would go down in the annals of Windsor family history. He voluntarily, without any pressure or even request, offered to give William their mother's ring for the upcoming proposal. This gesture required incredible inner strength and self-sacrifice. Harry gave up his own plans to use his mother's ring in the future, putting family harmony above personal interests. At that moment, he didn't have a serious relationship, and he sincerely wanted to bless his older brother's union. So Mum could be with me during this important moment. William later explained his feelings to journalists. For the future king, this wasn't just a beautiful gesture of brotherly support, but a way to feel the spiritual presence of his late mother during one of the most significant moments of his life. Kate Middleton received not just an expensive piece of jewelry worth several £100,000 by today's standards, she inherited a legacy wrapped in legends, tragedies, and royal history. The girl who had patiently proven the sincerity of her feelings for nearly a decade finally received the main symbol of acceptance into the royal family. Psychologists note the symbolic importance of this moment. By receiving Princess Diana's ring, Kate automatically became the successor to her mission as future queen and mother of heirs to the throne. But the most important part was yet to come. The public's reaction to the legendary jewelry's return exceeded all expectations. November 23, 2010. The official announcement of Prince William and Kate Middleton's engagement creates a bombshell effect in world media. But the main sensation isn't the news of the upcoming royal wedding itself, but the appearance of the famous sapphire ring on the new bride's ring finger. Photos of Kate with the legendary jewelry instantly circle the globe. News agencies work around the clock, transmitting images to every corner of the planet. Social networks, just gaining popularity at the time, literally explode with comments and shares. The public reaction exceeds even the boldest predictions of public relations experts. People see the return of Diana's ring as a symbolic continuation of the People's Princess story that ended so tragically 13 years earlier. A second wave of jewelry fever begins, surpassing in scale the events of 1980. Jewelry stores worldwide can't handle the influx of customers wanting to buy even a distant copy of the royal piece. The market is instantly flooded with fakes and replicas of various quality. From outright costume jewelry for a few dollars to professionally made replicas costing thousands of pounds, the range of offerings is staggering. Jewelry manufacturers work around the clock trying to satisfy unlimited demand. Factories in China, India, and Thailand redirect production capacity to making Princess Diana rings. Even costume jewelry producers join the race, offering maximally affordable versions of the legendary piece. A decade later, the situation had grown so large that official authorities had to intervene. Buckingham Palace, usually avoiding comments on commercial matters, was forced to make an unprecedented statement. The royal family's press service announced an official ban on producing exact copies of Princess Diana's ring. Palace lawyers began prosecuting the most brazen copyright violators, using laws protecting royal symbols. This measure protecting royal heritage became the first of its kind in the entire modern history of the British monarchy. Never before had the palace taken such decisive action to protect a private piece of jewelry from commercial copying. Kate Middleton, who had become the Duchess of Cambridge by then, has worn the legendary piece for over a decade. During this time, the ring has completely transformed from Princess Diana's personal item into an official family heirloom of the Windsor dynasty. The Duchess demonstrates remarkable style and tact in handling her husband's maternal heritage. She doesn't wear the ring constantly, but only on especially ceremonial occasions, emphasizing its special status and not turning it into an everyday accessory. Royal protocol experts note Kate's impeccable behavior as keeper of the legendary jewelry. Her exceptional tact and innate dignity fully justified Prince William's choice and Prince Harry's decision to pass the family heirloom to her. But the real turning point in the ring's story came several years later, when the younger prince finally met his destiny in the form of an American actress. 2017 brought new joys and new challenges to the royal family. Prince Harry, long considered a confirmed bachelor, unexpectedly announced his engagement to Hollywood actress Meghan Markle. When the younger prince decided to marry, he faced a delicate problem he hadn't considered years earlier. The main family treasure, his mother's sapphire ring, already adorned his sister-in-law's hand, and no one considered the possibility of its return. The situation required a subtle diplomatic solution. On one hand, Harry had a complete moral right to his mother's heritage. On the other hand, the ring had already become an integral part of the Duchess of Cambridge's image and a symbol of her status in the royal hierarchy. And now, the truth about what Meghan Markle ultimately received as an engagement gift. Prince Harry showed creativity and delicacy, creating a completely new piece of jewelry for his bride. As a foundation, he used 2 diamonds from Princess Diana's personal collection, adding a center stone from Botswana, a country where the couple had spent many romantic moments. The new ring was crafted at the same jewelry house that had once created pieces for Princess Diana. The craftsman tried to maintain stylistic continuity while creating an absolutely unique work reflecting the new bride's personality. However, despite all efforts to create an equivalent alternative, Meghan's jewelry couldn't compare to the legendary sapphire ring in symbolic value and historical significance. She received a beautiful, expensive, and personalized piece, but not the main prize of the royal collection. Royal protocol experts and psychologists believe this moment could have been the starting point for future disagreements between the sisters-in-law. The difference in engagement ring status created an invisible but tangible hierarchy within the new generation of the royal family. Meghan, as a representative of American culture, with its values of equality and democracy, might have painfully perceived such symbolic inequality. For her, the difference in jewelry could mean a difference in status and family acceptance. So what is the real story of the rivalry between the duchesses that world media so actively promotes? Perhaps the roots of the conflict really don't lie in differences of character, cultural traditions, or views on women's role in the modern world. The true cause of tension may hide in the symbolic inequality established even at the stage of the 2 princes' engagements. The fact that Kate wears Princess Diana's actual ring, while Meghan received only its modern interpretation, speaks volumes about the invisible hierarchy within the Windsor dynasty. The sapphire ring has become a measure of status, a material embodiment of closeness to royal tradition. Owning it means not just wearing beautiful jewelry, but having the symbolic right to the people's princess legacy. Photos have captured an important moment. When the duchesses appear together at public events, eyes invariably focus on the blue sparkle on Kate's hand. This silent status symbol speaks louder than any words about each woman's position in the royal family. Documents reveal an unexpected turn of events in recent years. After Harry and Meghan's move to the United States and their departure from active royal family membership, the ring's symbolic significance has only grown. Today, the legendary sapphire jewelry continues its special life, remaining a silent witness to eternal themes of love, loss, family heritage, and the hidden dramas of the British royal family. Each public appearance by the Duchess of Cambridge wearing the ring reminds us of this piece's complex history and how one decision by a 19-year-old girl in 1980 continues to influence the royal dynasty's fate more than 40 years later. The story of Princess Diana's ring became a story about how material objects can carry memory, emotions, and symbolic power, outliving their owners and continuing to affect new generations.